In this video, I wanted to show you how you can change the page setup of your Google document. When you first open up a Google document, it shows up as a white page, and it shows up as a normal 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper type page. My Google Docs open up, you can see my margins are a little bit smaller, and that is because I have my defaults changed. So that's what I'm going to show you a little bit about today. If you go into File and you go down to Page Setup, you can see the options you have. So one of the first things you can change is the orientation. Portrait is where it's going to be vertically aligned like we would normally see. Landscape is going to change it to be horizontally aligned. You can set this as default. You can set any of these things as default just by going down to the bottom corner and clicking Set as Default before you say OK. Another option you have is to change the paper size. It starts out as that default letter paper, but you can also change it to something useful like legal paper, as well as some other particular paper sizes depending on what your need is. You can, one thing that's also very cool that you can't do in some other word processing programs is you can change the page color. So that means the entire page shows up a different color. Right now it's white, which we would expect because we're used to seeing it as a white sheet of paper. However, if you are using this online, it might be in your best interest to have a different color as your background depending on what is on your document. So I can choose any of these colors as well as choose a custom color for my background. So I'm going to choose to have a blue background for whatever reason. You can change your margins here as well. You can change each of the 4 margins individually. Generally, the default when you open Drive is to be 1. Like I said, I like having 1/2-inch margins, so I had gone in and changed mine as default. But I can change them to whatever it is that I want. There we go. I'm going to have all sorts of crazy margins on my blue paper, and right now it's set as landscape. I'm not going to set this as default because I'm probably not going to use it ever again. But I'm going to say OK so you can see how it now looks on the screen. So clicking OK. You can see my margins change. So you can see my left margin and right margin markers have moved. You can see that it is now that beautiful blue color that I chose, and it is now horizontally laid out because I have it done in landscape mode. So pretty quick and easy, that's how you can change your page setup on a Google Doc.